Hello.
Hiya!
Welcome to an episode of FARA's Folky Folk for the Orkney Folk Festival.
And today we are joined by some new pals. Check them out.
Yeah, they're the only ones we could find at short notice. But, thanks, guys. So we're going to be meeting Orkney's musical vet today.
We are, and we're going to go on a wee adventure with them over to the island of Hoy and hear some stories.
Hear some stories and hear some tunes on the pipes as well. So come and meet Andy Cant. So we're here now outside the North Vet practice in Harry, and we're here with Mr. Andy Cant.
Hello, girls. Good to see you.
Thank you very much for having us today. And
You're very welcome. The sun is shining.
the sun's out, it's lovely. So, Andy, as well as being a vet, that's why we're here today, obviously, you're also a musician, and you're well known around the Orkney Folk Festival. Tell us how you got into playing the pipes, first of all.
Yeah, well, the pipes I got into through being a member of the Boys Brigade in Kirkwall. So when I moved up to the company section, you got the chance to join the pipe band. So it was drums or pipes. I went for pipes. So Arnold Calder was my teacher. He taught there for years and years. And so at that stage, Boys Brigade was a really popular organisation. I mean, it still is, but it was very big in those days. So the pipe band that the Boys Brigade had was quite big as well. So there was folk like Davy Miller and Remy Peace and Erling Fleck, and we were all taught by Arnold. And you know, over the years, he's taught lots of folk. And the Boys Brigade was a kind of feeder band then into the Kirkwall City Pipe Band.
The big ranks.
So once you got out with them, you learnt a thing or two.
Oh yes, about all sorts of things, I would imagine.
You've just mentioned a few very familiar names to us. We always have this CD, or all the CDs on. Davy and Remy and yourself were three pipers within a band known as Three Piece Suite.
That's right, yeah.
Fantastic
Brilliant.
band, fantastic dancing band, and just great crack.
Oh yeah.
But
fun.
you've been involved in loads of other bands as well, like Hullion, and you're constantly asked to do loads of MCing throughout the county. You also write some fantastic tunes that many of us know and play. And I just want to ask you about one in particular. You were asked to perform in the cathedral for the centenary of Jutland, and it was a beautiful, beautiful piece that you performed. Can you tell everyone what it was called?
Yeah, well, it was called In Remembrance, and it was a tune that I'd written quite a few years before, and I've played it at most Remembrance Day services in the cathedral. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of well known to the folk that were putting the programme together for Jutland. Yeah. And it's played with the organ, and it does seem to get folk going. It's a tearjerker. Partly because of the circumstances that it gets played at, and partly the organ coming in, and it's in the cathedral. It's such a beautiful place to play.
Of course it is. We're going to hear you playing a bit of music now, Andy.
Yeah.
Yes, not quite the acoustics of the cathedral out here.
Maybe not. No.
We've got the cows and the sheep in the background.
That's right.
For the effect.
See what reaction you get.
Could you tell the folks at the Orkney Folk Festival what you're going to play?
Yeah, well, I thought it'd be suitable. In the year 2000, I got asked to write some music for a concert that was done at the Folk Festival then, and one of the tunes that I wrote for that was called The Peat Smoke Air. So I'll play that one.
Lovely.
It's a kind of slow, airy one. And I'll play another one that's quite popular, which is called I've Never Had Pumpkin Soup Before,
Love
which
that
was one I wrote. And I was sort of mucking about in the kitchen playing it on the practice chanter, and Alice said to me, "Oh, that's good." And I thought she was, of course, referring to the music I was making.
Yeah.
But she was actually tasting a pot of soup that she was making, which was pumpkin soup. So she was enjoying that. So I thought we would call it I've Never Had Pumpkin Soup Before.
Fantastic.
Because I think that's what she said, I've never had pumpkin.
Well, you guys are in for a treat. Andy, thank you so
No,
much.
that's-
And we're going to get to hear these tunes now.
Grand.